Speaking at the presser on Wednesday morning, Anishinaabe Nation Grand Council Chief Linda DeBasi said it remains unclear what a First Nations Clean Water Act will look like whenever it gets reintroduced. The Clean Water Act, called Bill C-61, was introduced in 2023, but it was never passed because an election was called last January. Chief DeBasi claimed reintroducing the legislation is not a priority for the Carney government.
But as far as assurances, we don't have any. You know, we saw the speed and efficiency to which C5 went through Parliament, no questions asked. It sped through committee, it sped through Senate, it received royal assent. C61 has already been through first and second reading. It's been to committee. It was set up for third reading to go to Senate.
First Nations are now worried whatever water legislation is drafted will be seriously compromised. In Escandaga, First Nation Chief Gary Cuisis' community has been under a boil water advisory for 30 years. He challenged Prime Minister Mark Carney on that at the Assembly on Tuesday afternoon. At Wednesday's press conference, he said he was not satisfied with the answer he received.
I kind of felt I didn't get anywhere with my voice from the Prime Minister. I didn't get a clear answer, and I know there's a lot of words that have been said, but there's no action plan. You know, when the day is it going to start?
As well, National Children's Chiefs Commission Chair Pauline Frost and Family Caring Society Executive Director Cindy Blackstock presented on long-term reform on First Nations child welfare and Jordan's Principle in the afternoon. Frost said the Canadian Human Rights Tribunal has imposed a looming deadline at the end of this month for Canada and the NCC to come up with a framework on long-term reform on child welfare. But she said for the past year the federal government has been uncooperative.
That means Canada needs to be at the table. Canada needs to find a solution with us. They cannot move without us.
Word came out late Wednesday afternoon that Prime Minister Mark Carney was meeting with Alberta chiefs from Treaties 6, 7, and 8. We'll have more on that later. Fraser Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.